From the start of my lifting journey, I always researched about supplements, training, diet, and sleep, and I always thought there can be surely more something that I can do to maximize my muscle growth. And a couple of weeks ago, I stumbled upon some scientific research about muscle growth and fat loss, and I started looking into it. And I found something really interesting that I don't see a lot of people talking about. I saw some videos, but not enough popularity that it deserves. So I found a way that you can build about 20% more muscle while not changing anything about your diet, sleep, or training, just doing a few adjustments to things that you are already doing, and that it really makes the difference in muscle growth. So these are already probably the things that you do, just you're not timing it right and not doing it the right way. So I'm going to tell you how you can do this. So I've been doing these things for around 2 to 3 weeks now, and I've already noticed a difference. Because I'm bulking right now, I added a bit of fat, but that's not correlated with this. I added a lot of weight and a lot of size, a lot of muscle. And I can see that because I weigh myself every morning and I take a progress picture in the room next, and I am looking at my pictures from around 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I really see a difference already. So I can tell you from my experience that this works, and I recommend you try this because it's not really that expensive, it's really easy to do, and anybody can do it that can just buy the supplements that I will tell you right now. Every morning, as soon as I wake up, I go to my kitchen and I make a protein shake with water. I put a little bit of water in a shake and 1 scoop of whey protein. I drink that, and also I forgot, I add 1 scoop of creatine as well. So I have 30 grams of whey protein and 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. I drink that first thing in the morning before doing anything else in the day. I do that to start my muscle protein synthesis and also to get my creatine in muscle, so to get water inside of my muscle as soon as possible and as soon as I wake up. Because you've been fasting for like 10, 12 hours. When was the last time you had your meal? That was probably at least 8 to 10 hours ago, so you don't have any protein in your body that you should have, and we are doing this to restart our muscle protein synthesis. So this is a really important thing to do, because I know a lot of people fast in the morning, and I also do fast in the morning, but I don't really count whey protein as food, because it's really it's a low volume. It's like how big is 1 scoop of protein? This big, and it doesn't really take any space in your stomach, and it's fast digestible. So I count that as still fasting because it's mostly water, and I do that to maximize my muscle growth. And later in the day, like 2 to 3 hours later, I have my first meal, and I do everything the same for the rest of the day. The second thing I started doing is spacing my workout time a little bit later in the day. So I am usually working out at like 1 to 2 p.m., but for the past couple of weeks I have been working out at around 5 to 6 to 7 p.m. It depends, but I've seen, and you probably know for yourself, when you work out in the evening, you're a lot stronger, and even though you're more tired because it's later in the day and you have less energy, for example, after school, you have less energy, but you ate more food through the day, you have more energy inside of you, and you have, most importantly, you have more carbs inside of you, so you usually hit PRs. Just, I'm talking from my experience. I usually hit PRs, for example, when I hit 90 kilogram bench press, which is my PR, it was in the evening, it was around 8 p.m. I don't work out that late nowadays, but around 6 p.m. seems to be my sweet spot. And every PR till now that I hit, it was 99% in the evening. So you have more food inside of you, you have more carbs inside of you. It's really easier, and you're a lot stronger. So when I actually go to the gym, before entering the gym, I stop at one store like a minute away, and I buy sugary, like those juices, like fruit juices that you have like in bottle, and it contains like 30 grams of sugar that we are giving that to kids. And actually, I saw some research that when you're having intra workout, so during the workout, some sugary like thing, there are some people that eat like Skittles or something, like some chocolate, doesn't matter, anything that contains sugar in middle of the workout, they got what's called insulin spike, and insulin spike is correlated somehow to the glycogen in your muscles. I don't know exactly, but glycogen is like sugar and carbs that have been converted to glycogen, and glycogen is going to your muscles, so your muscles are fuller and stronger. So you have a better pump and you have stronger lifts. So there is not really a reason not to do this in case you're health maxing, so you just want to improve your health and you don't really care about maximizing your muscle growth. You don't have to do this. Currently, I am in my bodybuilding phase, so I want as much muscle as possible, so I'm doing this almost every workout. And when I finish my workout that we put later in the day, and when we have a sugary like drink during it, when I finish that workout, I immediately have another scoop of creatine, so I have total of 10 grams of creatine a day. You don't really need more than that, but you can't really get just 5 grams a day. That is been the recommended amount for a long time, because I found out through some research that if you're especially a bigger guy like me, I'm 6'2" and I'm close to 200 pounds. So if you're a female and you're like 140 pounds, you can get with 5 grams of creatine. But if you're a dude, especially a bigger guy, you would benefit from taking 10 grams a day. There are some people that even go to 20 grams a day, but for now I'm just sticking to 10. And if there's some more research that shows that more is better, I will up my intake, of course. And the last thing I do is before sleep, I have another just before sleep. So I am already lying in bed, and just before sleep I have another scoop of whey protein. And for this is better if you have casein protein, because it's slowly digesting. It's slower digestible than whey protein. But if you don't have the money, like I don't have, you can just buy whey protein and drink it before bed. Why we are doing this? This is because I already said earlier, you have like 8 to 10 hours of fasting when you're sleeping, and you have your last protein meal like 10-12 hours before waking up. So we want to drink another protein shake just before we are going to sleep, because it will digest through the night, and through the night when we are actually fasted, we will have some protein going to our muscle, especially if we work out. If we worked out that day, our recovery will be better, and you just don't want to drink a lot of water with that protein, because it can disrupt your sleep and you can wake up during the night to go to the toilet. So just a little bit of water in like a glass, and one scoop of casein if you have that, and if you don't, just use whey, it doesn't matter. So that is everything that I had to say today. Try this today or tomorrow or the next week. Just order those supplements that I told you. So we need 10 grams of creatine a day and 2 scoops of protein a day. That is everything we need. Also, the free thing is you space your workout time later in the day, so you have more energy. And if you want, if you're not that obsessed with health, you can get like a sugary drink to drink during the workout. And that is everything for today.